Hi guys, welcome to the second example for writing equations of parallel lines. This one's just a little bit more difficult because when they give us the equation here, when they give us the equation of the other line, it's not already going to be in slope-intercept form. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is really actually find the slope, okay? So remember we've got slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, and what we need to know is we need to know what is m and what is b. We're going to fill those in so that we can write our equation, okay? So last time we could just look at our equation and just take m straight out of there, right? Because it's the same slope, right? Parallel lines, again, have the same slope. But we can only do that when y is by itself on the side. You see that that's not true at all here, right? It's 6x is on the side, 2 is also on the same side, okay? So the very first thing that we're going to have to do here is solve this equation for y, okay? So we want to get this x term over to the other side, okay? So we have 6x, so we're going to subtract 6x from both sides. Now these 6x's are going to cancel, okay? So on this side we just have left 2y equals, and remember we want this to look like y equals mx plus b, so we really want this term to be first, okay? So we're going to have 2y equals negative 6x, and then it's a positive 5, so we have negative 6x plus 5. We can't combine this 5 and this 6x because they're not like terms, right? This one has an x, that doesn't have an x, and so we're just going to kind of rearrange the way that we're writing them. All right, we're almost there, right? Y is almost by itself, okay? So now all we have to do is get rid of this 2. So since it's 2y, that's like 2 times y, and so the way we get rid of that is by dividing. So we're going to divide both sides by 2. Divide the whole side by 2. So those are going to cancel, so we're going to be left with y equals, and then we just divide each one of these terms by 2. So we do negative 6x divided by 2 is going to be negative 3x, and then plus 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Okay? So this equation, written in slope-intercept form, is y equals negative 3x plus 2.5. Now what do we want from this equation, right? We're talking about parallel lines, so we want to talk about the slope, okay? So we're just looking for the slope, and the slope of this equation is m. It's this negative 3 here, okay? So we're going to come over here, and we're going to put our negative 3. Okay, so now that we have the slope from this equation, we don't care about it anymore. I'm going to cross it out. We don't care what the rest of that equation is. We've already found the slope. Okay, so now all we need is b. And so we're going to find our slope-intercept form. We got y equals mx plus b. And we are going to plug in y, m, and x so that we can find b. Okay, so y is going to be 5. So we're going to get that 5 equals our m, which we said was negative 3, okay, so 5 equals negative 3 times x. Our x here is 2 plus b, and so now let's solve this. 5 equals negative 3 times 2 is negative 6 plus b, and then to get b by itself we just add 6 to both sides, and so 5 plus 6 is 11. Those 6's will cancel, so we get that 11 equals b. Alright, so now we can come over here and we can say that b equals 11. And then our last step is just to write our actual equation. So we're going to plug in the numbers for m and b, which gives us y equals negative 3x plus 11. And there's our answer. That's the equation of the line that's parallel to this line that goes through that point.